everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're gonna talk about variables. Variables are very important in programming, so let's dive in. As a real-world analogy, think about moving. When you move from one place to another, you usually pack up your things into boxes, right? Because you need to store them so you can take them out later in your new house or apartment to use them whenever you need to. Well, that's basically what variables are in programming. They are a way for you to store data and values in memory so you can use them later on in your program when you need to. Let's think of a variable like a box. Within that variable, you can store a value, any value that you need to store. Once that value is inside the variable, you can retrieve it to use it anywhere you need to, just by using the name of the variable, the name that you assign to refer to that value in memory. You can also replace the value that is being stored inside that variable. So the value is not fixed. A variable can have a value at some point during the execution of the program, and then you can have a different value for the same variable. So that can be updated. What's actually happening inside our computer is that that variable is having a particular location in memory assigned to store that value. The value is stored in memory, and we are using the name of the variable as a way to refer to that location and therefore to that value. When we need to retrieve that value, we use the name of the variable, and then inside our program we will be able to access that value again. So you can see how they are super helpful. Let's say that we are writing a computer program with many different lines of code. And let's say that these little boxes are references to our variable. When we write the name of the variable, what we are doing is just taking the value, the current value, from memory and using it in our program. So we will be replacing the variable by the actual value when the program runs. This is the conceptual or theoretical part of a variable. So now let's jump into the actual practical aspects of variables in JavaScript. How can you define a variable in your code? To define a variable in JavaScript, you need to follow this syntax. First, we find let. Let is a particular keyword in JavaScript. A keyword is like a special word that is reserved in a programming language for a very special purpose, a very particular purpose in the syntax. After let, you should write a space to separate it from the name of the variable. That is the name that we will be assigning to that memory location, so we can use that name to retrieve the actual value of the variable. Then we find an equal sign. This is a special operator, a symbol that has a particular purpose in our program that is going to assign the value that we write right here to the variable that we are defining here. So we will assign this value to this variable. And we end the line of code with a semicolon. You don't necessarily have to use the let keyword. You can also use the bar keyword or the const keyword. These are the three options: let, bar, and const. After we write this line, we will be able to write the name of our variable to refer to the value in our program. This is an example. We have the let keyword, and then we have a variable called myName. The name of the variable should be descriptive of the value. Then we write the equal sign and then the value. In this case, that would be a string. The value has to be a value from one of the primitive data types or custom data types that we have defined in our program. And then we end the line with a semicolon. And that was a brief overview of variables in JavaScript. Please let me know in the comments if you would like me to dive deeper into any aspect of variables in JavaScript. I am planning to create more videos on this topic. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.